I mean, when you're in France, French toast. Birthday morning, we got French brioche. Heading down to the ice cave train is absolutely incredible. Look at this, goodness gracious. And they're like, dude, it's sick. We're not gonna be a pansy. This is unreal. As they're coming in from their sick little descent. Look at this chalet. Look at how pretty that is. Maybe European Nutella is slap. But look at that drop. That is so sick. Right behind it, that's it. Yes! I prayed and the Lord said, be blessed. Yes, Lord. Let's bust this down. Good morning from Chamonix Valley, looking at the Front Range. Absolutely beautiful. March 26th, 2025. We got a beautiful, beautiful day ahead of us. Panning over to the right-hand side of the mountain right here. Absolute banger, 10 out of 10. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I still need a haircut. Today, ladies and gentlemen, 43rd birthday. 43, baby. Living the dream. As the sun is coming over the mountain, it's about that time of morning, 9:04 a.m., and it's just literally peaking right now. It's going to hit me in the face. This is my favorite time of morning right now. Get that morning sun, morning light in your eyes. Look at the sun just hitting me in the face right now. 9:04 on the dot. Ladies and gentlemen, 43 today. Don't feel 43. Feel great. Praise the Lord. It's kind of interesting because now, as I'm getting seasoned in age, it's a little bit different. Like in your 20s and 30s, you're like, yeah, all right. But now, as you're kind of inching up that direction, you're like, let's go ahead and reverse for thirst a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's biohack. Oh, it's glorious. Absolutely glorious. I love when it comes up over. I love getting up early, but I love it around this time. Tomorrow morning, I think we're definitely going to sleep in. I was going to wake up at 7:15, and sometimes I just pop awake, and my mind starts going with work, and I start praying for people, and then I'm like, man, it's been like 45 minutes, just kind of, praying and staying awake. So I hit the alarm, set it back for a little bit, woke up at 8:15. Instead of hitting the ground running, we're going to slow it a little bit. We're still going to do all the activities. We're going to go to the ice caves about an hour later. So instead of 10 a.m., we're going to try to get the 11 a.m. train. So that's 2 hours from now. Plenty of time. If I'm feeling frisky, 10:30. But sky's the limit. We got our Yeti out here this morning. I'm about to pull off this sweatshirt, and it's a good day. The Lord is good. The Lord is good. Absolutely. I'm 43, like I just said many, many times. And, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a lot of things physically that men that are 43 do have. But guess what? Then they might not have what I have. And what I mean by that, I can boast in my relationship with Jesus Christ. That's it. I can boast only in the Lord Jesus Christ. I don't boast in material. I don't boast in houses and homes and cars. I boast in the Lord Jesus Christ. And God willing, by this time next year, I'm just going to prophesy right here on video that I will be married and will have beautiful, healthy, God-honoring children who love the Lord, serve him, never turn their backs on him. But let us, enjoy marriage for a little bit, for sure. Absolutely. Don't rush it out the gates. And it's all in the Lord's timing. I want to tell you, friend, the Lord will not leave you broken and desolate. He will not abandon you if you seek him in his heart wholly. He will provide everything. Trusting him throughout the day. This is glorious. I gotta pull off this sweatshirt and enjoy this morning sun. Be back with you in a little bit. This beautiful morning. I mean, when you're in France, you might as well get actual French brioche bread for some beautiful French toast. Birthday morning French toast. Would you look at this? I wonder if this is I think we have some people checking out in the complex and then some people checking in the complex. Let me stick you up here. It's actually been really, really nice. I got the front door open right now, but let's go ahead and dip these French brioche. Now I'm using stainless steel. Reason why is they do have a non-stick, but I do not like using non-stick. And the pan doesn't look like it has any scratches in it, but those are forever chemicals, and I definitely don't want to put that in my body. So, regardless, I'm going to use stainless steel. You heat the pan, then you put a little olive oil in there, and then you wipe it with a napkin so you don't have too much olive oil, and let that heat up a little bit. And then stainless steel turns into non-stick. I actually have a whole video about that on my other YouTube channel, TipsNNtricks. I got a little left over here. I might just pour it on in there. Get myself a nice little, maybe one more slice if possible. Make a little 5-stack. Let's see if we can get one more in here. I think we might be able to shove it in the corner. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking absolutely fantastic this morning. French brioche, looking good. Great time of devotions out there. Got a little tight in there. We'll go ahead and just sprinkle the rest of the egg in there. Beautiful time of devotions this morning. Was reading Job's restoration, Psalm 126, Joseph's restoration, and Romans 12 and 13. Got one more cup of coffee in the books as well. We're going to let that sit. We're going to have a nice PB&J later on in between the activities. And the major plan for tonight, I think we're going to look on Google reviews or Yelp and try to find some bomb pizza place within walking distance. Back is the ticket for today. Oh, this is glorious. Thank you, Lord. It actually is the cleaners, and they have a cute little car. Cute as a button. And so the dudes, man, they were actually, praise the Lord, when I first pulled in, remember, I was telling you, I was like, man, hopefully, these guys don't, because there was like 6 of them piled in like a little 2-bedroom. So I was like, well, hopefully these guys aren't, real loud and party and drink. And praise the Lord, they weren't. They all checked out. They're gone. Cleaners are there. And so we might have a new neighbor over there. And just giving you, a full heads up. Now with the upper and lower level, you can hear, if they're playing music below. But literally, I was having dinner last night watching a YouTube video. And then once it was like completely, like once the YouTube video stopped and it was completely silent, then I heard some music, downstairs. But I mean, at least it was good music. And so you can hear, and if people are like, hooting and hollering, you can hear voices. You can't really make out what they're saying, which is good. But just know that the sound barrier from top to bottom, bottom to top, I'm definitely glad I do not have anybody walking above me. But the most, like the biggest thing you're going to hear is the sliding of chairs on the tile or wood, whatever this is. I'm pretty sure that's wood. So when people slide their chair back, you're going to hear that below, and you're definitely probably going to hear it above as well. But other than that, like right now, it's absolutely peaceful. Absolutely peaceful. You don't hear anybody. Now, when you're on your balcony, they're on their balcony. Of course, you can hear people there. I'm literally right below you, right above you. But it's a great complex. And even with a little bit of music, they were up late last night. I just turned on my sound machine, didn't hear anything. So definitely sound machine hack if you're going to be in an apartment condo area like that. La Zouche, 7 Summits, nothing. I never heard a neighbor. I never heard a car. I only heard birds. It was absolutely stunning. If you want something like that and you're sensitive to noise, then definitely spend the excess with, especially if you're going to be like with a large family, kind of a no-brainer. But this is totally fine. And it's just, again, if you're used to like family and kids tromping around upstairs, or, you're probably going to be absolutely fine. But where I live, it's like 7 Summits where you don't hear anything. You hear a neighbor's dog. That's about it. And so just giving you a little heads up about that one. But I absolutely love it. Last night, like I said, after coming back from the gym, it was just nice, like, especially if you're established somewhere for a while, like coming home. It felt normal, coming up, cooking dinner, doing my thing. So it's been very, very nice at this location. Just with all the views, looking out the back, waking up, looking at the gondola when I get out of bed, looking at the cute neighbor's house, looking at this view and having coffee every morning out on the 3rd story. Highly recommend the 3rd story because you're above everyone else's eye level. If they're looking out the windows, you're just kind of up above everyone else. Highly recommend the 3rd level. Ladies and gentlemen, that slaps right there. We got French brioche, French toast, organic blueberry jam, organic peanut butter, and Costco organic peanut butter, but Nutella. Oh, goodness gracious. That slaps really good. We got the C. Benzie Bensbergfilms Yeti right here, looking absolutely fantastic. We're gonna tuck into this while it's hot. Thank Jesus. Okay, having my French toast, but I did want to say one thing while it's on my mind. This property, because it's kind of in the hypercenter, now I booked this unit right here for 8 nights, and in their email, they'll actually tell you it's, it depends on your duration of stay, but they said your stay includes a refresh, and what you want to do is you want to give them 48 hours, and they will come in, clean, probably put new linens on the bed, maybe fresh towels. It's called a refresh. And if you're out skiing, leave your keys in the box, but you want to get a hold of them and give them 48 hours in advance so that they can get one of their cleaners to come and give you a refresh, which I would definitely recommend that, especially if you need more toilet paper. I'm pretty sure they would probably bring in more toilet paper, hopefully maybe some more espresso capsules. I'm okay on all that stuff, so no need for a refresh, but that is a service that they do. Now also with their units, again, you can do a late checkout, you can do an early check-in, but that is going to cost you, and it depends upon the property. I might do a late checkout when I do check out here, and it should only be like 20 euros, and that'll push me back 2 hours. I'll let you know about that one. They also can book private chefs for you. They can do like transfers. Again, this is all going to cost stuff, but they can arrange these things for you. And I do want to state that their Airbnb listing for this property actually said something about breakfast, but I think it's misinterpreted on the Airbnb website, where I thought someone was literally going to put like breakfast by my door and knock on my door like every morning at 9 o'clock. And that's what it kind of seemed like. But no, they can deliver breakfast because it's right here in the not in the hyper center, but it's out just on the outskirts. So they can deliver breakfast. That's a service available. But of course, there's going to be a fee for all that. But anyway, check out their listings. Again, down below in the description box, the Airbnb listing as well as their website. And when you get that portal, you'll see all this information like the late checkout, their services, etc. All right, splitting out the door, getting a nice pace. I'm actually going to pick up the pace just a little bit too. Heading down to the ice cave train. So probably should have maybe thought about driving, but I just kind of find it kind of a waste, especially when I can pick up the pace and do about maybe walk a 12-minute mile. Left the house 21 minutes. We need to present my pass, get a ticket to the train, go to the bathroom. If I have to, I might slight jog. I just don't know if they leave every 30 minutes or 1 hour. So it's either get the 11 o'clock. If I don't make that one, hopefully 11:30. But I didn't want to wait till 12. Worst case scenario, if I have to wait till 12 or 11:30, I'll go make my reservation for Aiguille de Midi Observatory and get that going. So I was trying to be on the 10 o'clock train, the first one to the ice caves. But if I can get on the 11, that would be absolutely fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and split Zaruni, get up here, and we'll show you all the digs. So again, just make sure you bring your pass. I got water, an extra jacket, or a hoodie, because it is like 0 degrees at the ice caves. So I'll put on a hoodie if I get cold, and the hoodie has a top. And then I got this jacket, light parka, or a light down jacket, I should say, not a parka. Very light. So we're gonna get after it. Okay, looks like you can drive through here. And that little cone goes down, but finally get a walk through the hyper center. This is literally like 3 or 4 minutes from the house. Here's some real estate. I'll maybe film this briefly as I cut through this area here. I got my Google Maps right here. That's pretty cool. They got chairlifts as seats. And again, this is where all your restaurants are down here. A little bit mellow right now, obviously, because everyone is out skiing, except for the folks that kind of just want to have a little stroll. And Google Maps will say it's a lot further to walk. But if you can pick up the pace, oh man, that paraglider's doing some crazy maneuvers. Got bikes down here. Now, if your Airbnb has a bike with a lock, oh man, you could rip that. Okay, I'm gonna turn down here, some Solomon shops, and we're gonna cut down here. Like that Aiguille de Midi little cable car is literally right here. That's a very fast walk if you're going that direction. So that's literally right in front of us right now. And we'll stop over on the way back and get that reservation going. Some cute little shops, restaurants over here to our left, crepes, and places to stay. Right there it says straight for Aiguille de Midi. Can't drive down that way, but you can. Here's the river right here, some nice little condos, a lot of joggers hanging out. Beautiful river, road bikers. Again, we're kind of hoofing it, so but nice to walk down in the hypercenter, that's for sure. I just want to make sure I have time to go to the bathroom too before the train. You probably have families that load up, so might take a few minutes before the train goes, but it's kind of a small little train. I'm not sure. I'll get some shots, but probably won't be able to vlog it, but I'm doing a nice pace. And we got 9 minutes. I should only be like 5 minutes away. Maybe to drive there, it says go that way, but since I'm walking, Google Maps has me going this way. So maybe walking is a little quicker. A new little build going up behind me over here. So just so I don't get lost, there is a parking lot right here. Maybe should have come over here, park right here, and then it would have been like a 3-minute walk to the, that's a cutie. I think I've driven down the street before. I'm hoofing it though. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make the 11 a.m. Okay, I see the train. I think it's right around the back side of this, but I'm not sure. I see bathrooms. This is cute. Hotel Gustava. I think I drove down the street already. Cutie little center, little church over there. But we're flying. We're gonna make this 11 o'clock. I just don't know if you go in here. I don't think so. Compared to the other YouTube videos, I don't think it's this. I think there's like a front side. I mean, this kind of looks like it. Montreux, yeah, there it is. That way, so we gotta go up. There is parking right here as well. Shoot, and it's really mellow. I might whip into this toilet real quick, just in case there's no other toilets. Well, maybe Google Maps did me not so much as a solid, because I think it says it's over here. Yeah, so, yeah, either or. There's bathrooms over here as well. I don't see the train leaving. That's like another train station. So then you walk across this bridge and Chemin de Fer du Mont Blanc. So we were trying to get the red train. Yeah, so that's the landmark. Big parking lot over there. The landmark is this old train thing. Let me show you as we get over here. And we got 2 minutes. We are good to roll. So again, little path there. This is what you typically see, purchase tickets. So we don't need to purchase tickets. We just need to go in here and show them our pass. But this is kind of the landmark. There's a parking lot over there as well. A lot of people heading up. All right, at the train station here. 11 o'clock hasn't departed yet. Cute little train. We're gonna pack in here like sardines. A lot of people for the 11 o'clock. If you need to purchase tickets, right around the corner right here. You'll purchase tickets there. I showed them the back of my pass. They saw that it was valid for Mont Blanc Unlimited. This gentleman right over here scanned my pass, led me across the little walkway right over here, and then I'm gonna jump on the train right over yonder here. And again, it's gonna be a little bit packed, but you know, I think there's a big school group. We don't wanna wait for the 11:30 or 12. So we're gonna take this, and then we gotta have a connector gondola as well. So cutie little train right here. We got the area up here. So be prepared to sack in here pretty good. I think there's plenty of space. This line looks maybe a little shorter over here. So we'll head on over here. Oh, they got some pups. How cool is this? There actually is plenty of room, even though how many people we were. So we're gonna head on up this direction here. So again, we're gonna climb this for about 3.2 miles, and you'll have beautiful views. And so you could either face this direction going up or face this direction going down. So we're going through the trees here. I think it should take about 20 minutes or so. So these guys have literally skied down from Aiguille du Midi right here. And then they're taking the train back. This is the area where you go back. They ripped the 5-hour ride all the way back. Goodness gracious. Okay, so follow these signs and you're gonna go all the way down over here to the cable car that goes down. But come on over here. I don't know if there's, I'm gonna poke in here real quick. There might be bathrooms up here before you go cable car down. I wouldn't mind hitting it one more time. Plenty of opportunities. Yep, there are bathrooms here. Very good. So at the train station there's a cafeteria up here. But once you go down the cable car to the ice caves, there is no restroom. So utilize them here for the final push. Okay, I'm gonna check the train schedule before I head out. Let's see what we got here. Last one down is 1700. And you got, let's see here, 11:30, 11:35, 12:35. So I got 1 hour. Actually, no, every half an hour or 25 minutes. So here are your departure times. So check your departure times. I'm going to try to bang this out pretty quick. So either I'm going to do the 12 or spend an hour up here and do the 12:35. And then you just present your pass one more time for the train, and then you go back down. And the reason why they do it one more time is because you can ski all the way down. Remember, so you go up to the Aiguille du Midi cable car, and you can ski that. It is absolutely incredible with the glacier right there. That is unreal. So this is kind of the direction you go here. Everyone kind of huddles back over there, but this is the way you go to the gondola access, going this way. Again, little cafe toilets right there. Everything is in English in different languages. And then you have the little lookout deck over here. So everyone else kind of huddles way back over here because, you know, everyone else is there. And they kind of, you know, human beings are like animals where we kind of just all conjure together. But this is the area where you want to go get your selfies. So I'm gonna maybe set up the tripod. Here's the lower deck here. You don't have to, you know, eat food. There's plenty of little tables there if you had your snacks. And then that's the cable car down, and then your 550 steps, but that is your glacier. And it's absolutely incredible, the depth of all the V's. This is the most, since I've been here, probably the most unique, absolutely sprawling sharpness of the mountains. This is unreal. So you can walk all the way around there, get your selfies. Get your selfies right over here. Goodness gracious. That's unreal. Like, look at this peak. It's so sharp. All right, gondola down, train back. We already saw the thing, and we're trying to crank this out, folks. We got some things to do today, baby. Access gondola. There is an elevator if you want to do the elevator. If you don't want to do the elevator, then do the stairs. And we're gonna go down to the gondola. If you are wondering, train ride up got a little chilly, and you can actually see the Richard Bonson Sports Center. And it got a little chilly on the train, but not bad. Okay, you gotta scan your pass one more time, and that's included obviously with the fee, but my Mont Blanc Unlimited pass, just like the ski lifts, you'll just take your card. So it worked. I just had to push the turnstile a little bit more. And then you take a big, this is like a 10-personer right here. We're gonna whip this down a little bit, and then we gotta go do a little hoof about. Straight down over here, and then you'll see the stairs. So you drop down, absolutely stunning. So way off in the distance, I don't know if those are hikers or not, but again, you can ski literally all the way down to this gondola, and there's ski tracks literally right there. Here's the skiers climbing up right here. Here's a skier, a snowboarder coming down. That snowboarder actually has poles in his hand. So if you know what you're doing, you don't have to have a guide, but I would definitely recommend running that with a guide for the first time, that is for sure. And then you literally end right here. The English cat that I was talking to yesterday, look at all these skiers right here. So you take the cable car up, not here, but for Aiguille Midi, and then you literally descend for like 5 hours. Definitely maybe another time, not this trip. And it looks like you can, yeah, you can go down here and then you can go hike about. I might get some drone shots out there if I can book it kind of quickly. So let's proceed. Again, the last restrooms are up there if you need to go. Ice cave here. So I think that's it right there. They say it's 550 steps, maybe on the way up a little bit more, but so yeah, you can go down the ice cave. This isn't, I thought 550 steps was a lot more. I mean, obviously, you know, you gotta hoof up the steps, but this is real mellow. Ditch off the path, go down there. That's a beautiful, look at that photo, man. That's the ice cave. So that's not bad at all, honestly. A lot of YouTube videos were like hyping it a little bit more, where it was like, you know, super out of breath. What elevation are we at? We're at 5610, so I'm like 2,000 below where I live. Again, recovery time for myself has been unbelievable. I've snowboarded 7 days in a row, and I mean, not full days, but you know, just ripping workouts and everything. Recovery time is very, very quick. So higher up is where you spit off that direction if you want to do a little hoof about, but I mean, literally, I'm almost done, and I'm not even out of breath. I mean, obviously I'm going down, but yeah, this is definitely worth the hype for sure. This is pretty darn cool. So you got mats on the ground and then electricity running through here, but just wind your way down. And when the sunlight hits that, that's unbelievable, the blue. So I'm definitely not going to make the 12 o'clock train or 12:05. I got some time to chill, not too much, but take some photos. And it's kind of like a museum type of a thing where you can actually touch. So yeah, that's definitely ice. And you can touch everything, you can read, you know, these little things if you really want to. I don't think you particularly need too long in here. It's mostly for just the absolute beauty of the place. And yeah, this is really cool. Some photo opportunities right here with a little chair, etc. A couple chairs and there's some crowns, or like, yeah, that's pretty cool. You can get behind there. And then a couple little roundabouts right here. LED lights in here. And regular tennis shoes are going to be just fine. That's pretty darn cool with the LED lights in there like that. And then you punch out over here. I don't know if that was it or not. Definitely unique. I think we might be coming out. Yeah, you kind of come out this direction here. Look at this. Look at this. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, definitely worth the quick trip. Look at that. When the sunlight hits it, look at this. So I'll be honest with you, don't want to get my shoes too scuffed up, but we're not going to be a pansy, and we're going to go cruise over here. That'd be a little bit of a hoof with ski boots on. I'm talking to a lot of folks, and they're like, dude, it's sick. So I'm just going to get over here, maybe try to get down here, climb up here to the top of that ridge right there and fly the drone. Get a really good spot. They're having a little picnic over there. Beautiful, beautiful spot. I'm going to see if I can get on the rocks over here a little bit. Keep my shoes a little bit more crispy. If you're going to go off trail like this, maybe, you know, shoes that aren't so nice. Totally fine. I also forgot my sunscreen today, so we're going to take this little path over yonder here. Don't want to be in the sun too much. A little slippery maybe. We do need to get up there, so maybe we'll punch up the easy path because these shoes are kind of slippery. And worst case scenario, yeah, I'd say this way is probably the easiest way to go. You just don't have grip like you do with snowboard boots. So let's cruise up here. Try to make the 12:35 train. One quick drone flight. Oh, no, I don't even have the drone. Never mind. Forgot the drone. I got the battery, but no drone. So bring your drone. If you're up here, bring your drone. Fly it, because this would be an absolutely incredible view. You're away from everyone else, but let's get up here and take a little selfie video. Super peaceful as well. All the skiers are coming down. If you just sit still, you can hear the water dripping down the mountain. You're just in this valley. This is definitely worth if you're going to pay the €39 round trip. But if you have the Mont Blanc Unlimited, just go bang this out, hour and a half before or after you're skiing. And just pay attention to the last train. First train is 10 o'clock. Last train back is 5, I believe. Beautiful lunch spot right here. Just this view going that way is worth this. Not to mention watching these skiers that have done the 3 to 5 hour descent. We got plenty of time, but we'll start working our way back. And that 550 steps up is nothing. You're totally good. If you're with elderly, yeah, take a little bit of more time. You literally echoing rocks falling like they're just tumbling down the hill. I don't see any large ones, but it's like echoing like gunshots. It's crazy because you're in this valley. I would be a little careful going all the way over there because of some boulders, so do be careful of that. Here goes all the skiers. Yeah, little grommers were hitting it, man. Heck yeah, but you can hear them up here as well. There's some water coming down, obviously melting. This is unreal. Come up right here if you want to do a picnic. This is unreal. And we still got about 20 minutes before the train comes. Definitely don't wear running shoes. Hiking up that, it's not very hard. It's very slippery. So grab yourself like some hiking boots if you're going to come up here. It's totally mellow. You just need something with more traction. Kind of dig in a little bit. I'll take a little bit more mellower of a way back down by the rocks. But that is unreal. As they're coming in from their sick little descent, right on. Yeah, definitely don't wear running shoes that are slick, especially on that part. You know, it's only like a 20-foot slide down. You're not going to really hurt yourself, but definitely don't try to do it on these major part. Cruise up, stay in the slush, dig your heels in, but hiking shoes. If you're going to come off trail like this, wear hiking shoes and be careful of the skiers. So even this right here, just pay attention, don't slip on your bum, dig in your heels, and obviously probably put the camera down as well as my guess. All right, I'm going to try to go top shelf, walk on the rocks. It's a little bit easier, and dig your toes in as well. But even now I'm slipping, so do be careful. Same thing, scan your pass for the Mont Blanc Unlimited. We should be able to make the train. Looking good. Beautiful restaurant if you want to get out here for a snack. Store your stuff here. I think we got time to hit the 12:35 train. If you do need to use the restroom, hit that up before you jump on the train. It's about a 20-minute rip down. Get your ice cream, espresso. Let's go check on that train. Maybe have time to go to the bathroom. That's a really cute something or other. little chalet hotel thing over there. Let's go check on the train here. 12:35. So we got time to go to the bathroom. I love the pictures. They're like holding their bladders. Alrighty, it's already here, ready to go. So jump back on this bad boy right here. 12:35. If I had more time, I wouldn't mind going checking out that thing over there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, definitely worth the experience. Utilize your Mont Blanc Unlimited Pass. Met some really cool people from Washington State. They did the full descent. That hotel, Gustavana, is so cute. And there's there's another main little thing, and then there's the church. So we're gonna be walking all this. We still have more days, don't you worry about that. There's really no one out here. So if you want bare streets, not bare streets, but if you want very little amount of people, come out while everyone else is skiing, because I'm pretty sure evening time it does get a little bit more packed. And if you want to stay, how cute is that? Now that I'm not in a rush, let me take some photos while I'm right here. Okay, nice. E-bike full shocks, loving it. He's ripping up the scene right here. So I'm gonna walk back and I'm gonna go to the reservation office. And this is a cool little place, this hotel. Slow Hotel, Chamonix, Slow Hotel and Spa. A lot of rooms, kind of rustic wood looking, and got a restaurant in there. Got your condos right over here. All right, so we're gonna hoof back. That train station was behind the main train station. You have a couple different options to walk. You can go through the tunnel not tunnel, but like overpass where Google told you to go. If you don't feel like walking, it was a good solid 15-minute walk probably. Then go park in this lot is the closest one that I'm aware of. And then it's literally 2 minutes around the corner. Plenty of spots, well, not plenty of spots, but one spot there that they're pulling out of. EV chargers. So they got some EV chargers, which is nice around here. This place is going to be really nice, especially if you have a top floor. Beautiful. But I mean, if you want to be in the hypercenter, right here in the downtown. So the cable car literally is right there. So it's like 6-minute walk or so, maybe 5-minute walk, 6-minute walk from where I was. Pop over to the reservation office. Might as well, what is it, 78, 79 euros for a round trip to Aiguille de Midi. And I talked to some English guys. So cool, man. Have a place right up here. I mean, there's probably better places. This place is so cool. I'm really falling in love with Chamonix, where I'm gonna be praying hard, cash out some investments and buy some real estate here. This is, I wonder how much a place like that would be. I'd, much rather be on the top floor, but new construction is probably a lot better with, a sound, so to speak. Or you can get like an older chalet or something like that. Okay, I gotta figure out where I'm going here. I think I need to go this way and then go around because I see the cable car. So I'm gonna go this way here. Yeah, have like a little 2-bedroom condo or something here. Airbnb it when I'm not here. Come out here with the family, the missus, take some time, just ski your brains out. Have yourself a little stew. Love the new builds. They just look modern and fresh. And then you still have the older builds like this here. Hotel Aslet. So I love the combination. Like, see, coming around the corner, you have old, but then you kind of have this like modern looking building in the middle here. So maybe do a little facelift on some of these properties. They do have bike lanes, and then your old chateaus sitting among the new ones here. Looking absolutely fantastic. Get out of the bike lane so we don't run anybody over. This is what is cool about walking. You don't experience, driving. Sometimes it's kind of hard to look around a little bit. Walking, you can see everything. Okay, so here is a place where you can reservation wingoverchamonix.com. Maybe remember that. And here we go. Hey, you got a Chinese restaurant right over here. And this is the main hub. So information pickup box. I think you can get your tickets all right here. And this is the cable car that runs right over here. Big, beautiful building. And let's go talk to the folks right over here. Cash desk info has the weather report and information there. Let's go talk to these folks, see if we can get a reservation. Alrighty, so she said I just take my pass and go on up there and board. Last one, no reservation needed because it's really mellow today. So last one up is 3 o'clock. Last one down is 4:30. That gives me an extra 40 minutes. There's a paraglider up there. They have the weather report on the screens and everything like that. So you just take your Mont Blanc Unlimited, but do check if you need reservations if it is busy. But again, since it's late season, it's not very busy. Last one up today, 3 o'clock. Last one down, 4:30. All right, let's wander back maybe through some of these streets. Okay, I think I can go this way. We'll just wander back home. kind of through some of these streets, check out some souvenirs. I need to ask Grok what some good souvenir shops are, because I'd like to get like a tote bag for reusable shopping. You can stay in these places like this, but from what I understand, and Mana Homes actually does have some places that are right here in the hypercenter. The only problem about being right here in the hypercenter is the noise, especially if you're around the bars and restaurants on the weekends. It can be a little loud, so you might want to consider that. Again, they're very nice places, but a lot of the reviews are like, yeah, it was kind of loud, with the drinking. So you would definitely need a white noise machine if you're going to stay like maybe right here, not so much because there's really no like restaurants, but sound does go up. So let's see if we can push through this area here and head back home. We're going to figure out where we're going to go do some snowboarding, but I definitely do not want to miss that 3 o'clock. So I want to be there like 2:50, 2:45, present my pass and head on up to the top, dress warm, probably wear exactly what I'm going to wear, maybe bring a thicker coat. I'm not exactly sure, but let's figure it out. This Airbnb location is actually really nice. I literally am by the police station here, just walked through the condos and apartments here. Another little hyper center. So you're kind of tucked right here. I've driven plenty of times. The grocery store is literally down the street. Like, I'm not far at all. I'm gonna go up here. Yeah, I've driven across this bridge before, and then you come to the roundabout up here. So the first time, I think I went the back street that way to walk, or I could have gone this way. But this Airbnb is like right here. So it's a great location, but you're not in the middle of everyone. Good night. Look at this chalet. Goodness gracious. They got a ping pong table back there. Look at how pretty that is. Good night. That's gorgeous. Look at this chalet. 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. And this house, open window concept. Look at the modern side. Definitely wouldn't want my house right next to this bridge right here though. But there is the breathtaking gondola right in front of us. My old Airbnb, the 1 bedroom, is right over there. Stayed at one night. And literally my street's right behind this house. And I just go up right there. Look how cute those houses are. Goodness gracious. So, beautiful day today. I think it's going to be a 53, 54. Nice Mercedes-Benz behind this place right here. Joggers. It's actually nice. I took off my jacket on the train ride back. I was getting a little bit warm. I love my little street. This again is the main drag. Everyone is skiing. I did walk down that street already. And then this is my street. That cute of a button house right there. There's your trash cans. I'm giving you the quick tour. And then this is my street. Main drag. Can't hear any of that traffic. And then here's my street. 3.5 minutes up the street, and I'm right there. Goodness gracious. Only reason I drove to the gym was because I wanted a longer of a workout and I didn't really know where I was going, but I'm gonna definitely hoof it to the gym and forget about that parking, but I'm giving you guys some options here. This is lovely. I love being in an area off the beaten path a little bit. You don't have too busy, but you're within walking distance to dinners. So I'll walk home from the gym, probably grab some to-go food, put it in the keep warm in the oven, and watch myself a little funny movie on Netflix or Amazon. Or The House of David on Amazon Prime is really good right now. Hey, there's a chiropractor right here. Start cracking backs. So House of David is really good. It's the story of King David. Absolutely good. I think I'm 3 episodes in. Greg Laurie, the pastor, that's an Airbnb right there. They have the lock key box. My pastor in California, Greg Laurie, he is recommending it, and I totally understand why. It's an absolutely incredible series. Very, very well done. Very well done. All right, let's get back. What time we got? 1:20. 1:20. That's a little tight. That's a little tight with skiing. Definitely would have had time. Let me figure that out. Definitely would have had time if I woke up a little earlier, but I wanted a little bit more sleep. I'll be honest with you. So 1:20. I could just walk up to Brevant, rip 1 or 2 runs, come down, walk down again. That, I didn't even look at the time, honestly. That or I skip skiing today. I'm getting my money's worth. So let me get back to the chalet, see if I want to rush off, because that might be a little tight with trying to get up the mountain with your snowboard clothes. I pushed it a little too tight. I made the 11 o'clock train. We might skip a few runs. It'd be really cool to say that you were able to do that as well. Regardless, it's going to be an absolutely incredible day, and I'm definitely getting exercise. So let's see if we have time or not. This is a beautiful plot of land. They're going to have a wraparound driveway, new construction here, or maybe a facelift remodel. but absolutely incredible. That's going to be a beautiful location. Look at this, is literally down the street from my place. Wrap around driveway. This place, I peered in the windows. Absolutely stunning. They got chargers here. The big house right on the street, but it like drops down with that view. That place is unreal. But this chalet is really beautiful too. And then I'm literally just right there. I think what I should have done, if I wanted to get all the activities in, I should have literally right there just gone up, like right there while I was there. And then Brevant is open till 5. Remember, so that's a mountain that's open later. So if I would have gone up right there, just done it quickly, came back, then went to Brevant and at least like did the gondola to the cable car, like one run. And I could have drove up there, parked for, €2 in the same lot. I could have done it all. So I would have done the 1 o'clock up or the 1:30 up, just super fast. Yeah, and that's what I should have done if I wanted to do Brevant. The other option is, well, we have an hour and a half to the last one up. Probably not push it. Probably get some lunch, get an espresso, chill a little bit. We got some more skiing ahead of us, so that would have been cool. Missed opportunity, but again, literally, I would have gone up there for literally like one run. I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably beeline it out the door, but then you got to change, you got to ditch your snowboard. I could leave my Carpe there and just walk down from there, but then, it is what it is. I'd rather not like rush on my birthday. So I'm going to chill, get some lunch, get some coffee, relax a little bit, and then we'll get up there for that 3 o'clock. There are clouds up there. That's why it might be a little bit more mellower, but regardless, I'm definitely going to get my money's worth today with my last day of my Mont Blanc Unlimited. I definitely wanted to get that final little push on the mountain as well, but hey, it's all greasy beasy. Why has no one ever told me about Nutella? This stuff slaps. Is there something different? Please comment below. This Nutella tastes so like just pure. Maybe European Nutella is slap, and it comes in a glass jar. Americans, we need to put things in glass, not plastic, please. And this French brioche bread, toasted Nutella, not toasted, peanut butter and jelly. This slaps. And back we go. Running it like that. I got back, had an espresso. Obviously I showed you my food. Got a little tired, so we're gonna wake up as we push back out. And I think definitely after today, tomorrow I need to crash out and sleep in, get like good solid like 9-10 hours. Maybe half day tomorrow. If not, we'll go ahead and push through for a full day on Friday, but I think might need a day off. Just kind of going, and maybe just kind of have a lazy day. Again, the Mont Blanc Unlimited Pass pushes you to just get the adventures in the book, but it is nice to kind of maybe have a little chill day, especially if you need to catch up on some work. I was watching other YouTubers doing their vlog videos about Zermatt and Chamonix. Sometimes they're like, you know what, I'm gonna take the day off of skiing, just go to a coffee shop, but I'm skipping the coffee shop, man. I'm just gonna literally sit in there with that view, edit a video. Not today, not for your birthday. So definitely not tonight. Tonight's gonna be a nice little movie night, but you'll get your second wind, especially in the afternoon. The plan is, so across from the 1-bedroom Airbnb, there was a little to-go pizza joint, and that actually got higher reviewed on Google than what Grok recommended. Grok recommended this like restaurant for pizza, but then I checked out one on Google reviews that was like 4.6 or 4.7 out of, a lot of reviews. And it's the place right across the street from the 1-bedroom Airbnb that I stayed at. And it's a takeaway place. I mean, you can eat there if you want to, but it's a takeaway place. So I'm gonna go do Aiguille de Midi, Observatory, come back here to the Airbnb, and then change, walk to the gym. So a lot of cardio today. So I might not be skiing, but I'm definitely getting cardio. And then work out, and then walk, go get my wood fire pizza, and then walk back with it, put it in the keep warm, fire it up, and have yourself a little stew. Back down to the river. So you can either go up this street and cut in, but we'll go ahead and take the apartment cut through. Once again, just saw a cute little dog. Don't know where he's going. Kind of cool. Again, I've said it before, but kind of cool where you know where you're going and you're like not looking like a tourist. You're kind of just tracing your steps. And it takes, It takes half day on the mountain to know where you're going. There is a market right here. I'm not sure how big it is. Spar, S-P-A-R, supermarket. And I didn't time that very right because I'm going to have a lot more time than anticipated. 2:32. Maybe there's one before 3. That way I don't have to wait for, because literally I'm right here. That was very, very quick taking that route to the cable car. Maybe I can jump on that one. We'll see. One's coming down and I don't see the one that's gone up yet. So maybe I'm in luck, ladies and gentlemen, and get that one coming down right now. So I got down here a little too fast. Next one is 3 o'clock. So one just came in right now. Again, was a little too quick. So I'm gonna find a bathroom, wherever that might be. Yeah, right over there. We'll go ahead and utilize that. And there's a little coffee shop over here as well. So let's go hit the bathroom and then we'll jump on that 3 o'clock. So again, cool little spot. Grab your tickets over there, information, and we got plenty of time to chill. So they're gonna go rip it. There's literally folks that, again, I was talking to these couple, this English guy, him and his buddy, and they ripped it down in like an hour flat. And then some Americans I talked to, they ripped it down in 2.5, but they stopped for an espresso, break, lunch, and all that good stuff. So if you want to get after it, if you know where you're going, but the price of a guide, the couple from Washington, they said it was like $400 or $500. Like, it's really expensive for a guide. Hopefully they, didn't get taken advantage of, but the guide was he was a cool guy, man. I think like 1 or 2 people, it's like $400, $500, and then you start adding on a little bit more if you have people. Problem is, if you don't know where you're going, there's crevasses, you do have to be very careful. Sorry for the washed out look with the lighting in the background, but what I would personally do is just follow up like somebody and be like, hey bro, can I tag along with you? I'm a really good snowboarder, and then just rip down it yourself. That would be definitely an experience. But they kind of looked at me when I said like, hey, I've been seeing some YouTube videos like 5 hours, 7 hours, and they're like, no way, it doesn't take that long. So again, the English guys, they did it like an hour flat. One of the English guys says one time, because he comes here every year, he does it every year, he said he actually did it in like 45 minutes flat, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty gnarly. So anyway, right over here is a turnstile. Right there is a turnstile, just like at the ski lifts, just like at the ice caves. You scan your pass, no reservation needed. It is first come, first serve. So obviously if like more people start like piling in here, I'm gonna jump in line real quick. We got 20 more minutes till it departs. So there are bathrooms over there, like I just said, just off to the right or left if you're looking at the gondola. There is a cash machine as well. And then obviously if you want to jump out here and hang out a little bit, I probably should have slow rolled it a little bit more. I could have gone down maybe a side street. I didn't realize how fast that walk was. Oh, those folks were at the ice caves earlier, and you can easily do them both. So again, if I was going to try to snowboard today, I should have went up while I was here earlier and then skied like Brevant, because it's open a little bit later, and then just did a late lunch or something like that. But so this is one of a kind because you have the glass box. So this is where Aiguille de Midi is where you find the glass box that drops like straight down. And so what I'm going to do is you hand the guy your phone and he'll actually take pictures. I think there's an attendant, and this time of day with this kind of line, I don't think there's going to be a wait. Sometimes on a really busy day, you can find upwards of like 45 minutes to an hour wait. There are bathrooms up there as well as a coffee shop. Again, last gondola down is 4:30. I only plan to be up there maybe like an hour max. And this is where you do the pictures of the glass box straight down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the guy my DJI, just have him pointed at me, or maybe I'll do like a selfie, and then he'll snap some photos of me, something like that. So anyway, super fun. It looks straight down, so I'm very curious to see what this looks like. And also over to our left, this is where you get free access with your Mont Blanc Unlimited. This is the Immerse 4D, I think. There's probably like a little theater back behind here, and you do the little Immerse 4D. So that is under your access benefits on the website with the QR code. You scan that, they scan that, So make sure you bring your QR code on your phone. They download that with the Mont Blanc Natural Reserve or whatever it's called. Again, just scan your card. You are good to go. And you have fully taken advantage of that Mont Blanc Unlimited Pass. So we'll depart here at altitude 1,038 feet. First stop, altitude 2317. Jump over here. Use summit 3842. And then I think it's closed, but you can go all the way to Italy as well. Oh, this place right here, the Aiguille Cristal di Gene. I've seen some videos about that place before. Kind of a nice little turnaround area right there, right next to the main road. And here we go. We're going to rip it. Quite a few skiers in this gondola as well. So again, there's the supermarket right there, just a little bit out of town. That doesn't take very long to walk over there, to be honest with you. And 10 minutes up to the first point, and then 10 minutes up to that. This thing cooks. I think that was a lot faster in 10 minutes. This thing was cooking up here. All right, I think we exit here and have to jump in another one. All right, then you depart, walk a little bit through here. You might need to throw on another jacket. A little bit chillier up here. Aiguille de Midi. And then we round about this way here. Jumping on, unfortunately, we're gonna get up there, but it's pretty thick up here. Then you jump in this one for number 2 here. Rip up the mountain. Well, unless the Lord parts those clouds, we're in the sticks up here. Oh yeah, I'd bring little gloves. Doing some snowing, baby. Oh yeah, that's a drop. So they call it the elevator, and this is your time wait right here. So it's only like 2 minutes, and this is where I think you come through here to get to the access for that. Yeah, that's it right there. So he says come in here before it does close. And again, straight down the pipe. Alrighty, folks, it would be most epic if it was sunny up here. So do try to come in the morning before the clouds do come. But there it is, right there. And they'll take your photo for you. And if that was a clear day, that's just a drop. Just a dirty drop. And I think you have to wear slippers right here. And I think they're gonna take your photos for you. So you just snap some photos. You can hand the camera to them. You can snap some for you if you want. Throw your backpacks right here. Wear your slippers and head on in there. This is it, baby. Straight down the pipe. If it was sunny, that would be insane. Oh my gosh. So good. Obviously, if it was sunny, it would be so sick. But if there's a long line, do be sensitive to people that are doing selfies. Again, I've seen YouTube videos on a clear day. It's pretty socked in here, but it is pretty gnarly. I'm definitely glad I've seen the views from the ice caves, etc. But I mean, it's pretty thick up here right now. So you have all the different mountains right here, and Aiguille de Midi. Let's see, I'm not sure. Anywho, try to come up here on a more scenic day. Drone, no drones. That's why I left my drone, but that was an experience for sure. Being able to Mont Blanc, yeah, unfortunately, you just can't see it. So there is a cafeteria and some other areas up here. Definitely sick being up here. So let me give you your shot. Yeah, here's another American dude right here that I met. But look at that drop. That is so sick. Sick. It's literally like on a clear day, it's straight down. How sick is that? Oh, man. And then I think the cafeteria is down that one. So the elevator up, I think this is the highest point. I think this is as high as you go. Glass, you wear the slippers. The guy took a bunch of photos for me. Snowing up here. So beautiful. And then I think you can walk like all the way down these areas here. If it was clear, I'd be up here for a hot minute, but since it's like so socked in, it's just a trip. So that is pretty darn. Hanging out over the cliff. Definitely do not drop your GoPro, or in my case, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So you can get down there. There's people way down there. Let's go explore a little bit. Here we go. 3842. Aiguille de Midi. Here we go. 12,604 feet right here. Wait. Mont Blanc, or no, I think the point, I think we're at 12,604 feet. So during the prime summer months, or like when it's a clear day, that line for the selfies can get pretty long, but literally that was like a 3-minute wait. So waiting on the elevator down, we'll explore a little bit more. Not much to do up here with it so socked in like this, but still pretty nonetheless. Lord, I do pray that you clear these clouds. It looks like it's clearing a little bit. So we're gonna go from 3842, 3777, back down to level 1. We'll just wander around here a little bit. Last gondola down, they're gonna make announcements, but again, 4:30. It's only 3:39 right now. Actually, it looks like the sun is trying to poke through too. Yeah, okay, I've seen this from other YouTube videos. So here's the tube. So, le tube, and just sheer drops. So here's the tube. Let's go wander around this a little bit. Nice, automatic doors. So again, what's cool about being the last gondola up is that, again, there's nobody here. If it's busy, definitely make a reservation. And this is pretty cool. The tube. So this is pretty cool. Definitely make a reservation if you can on the website, or stop by the reservation office if it is busy. But again, okay, that's pretty cool. Yes. Look at these two things. There we go. The Lord's going to part these clouds, and I'm going to go back up and get better photos. Let's go, Lord. Let's go. That is pretty cool right there. That's what's cool about being up here. It is a little chilly up here. So you can wander around these little ice caves here. Let me whip out the tripod here. That really is magical, though. I could only imagine what this place looks like. Full blue. I saw a woman's vlog, and it was absolutely incredible. Put on sunscreen, too, thinking it was going to be super sunny. That's a pretty cool shot of the tube, though. And then these little, like, ice entrances. Little things are pretty stinking cool. But that dude ahead, I don't know if he's skiing down there or not. That is a trip. Oh, there's blue sky. That's what I'm talking about. It's breaking through, baby. Let's go. Look at these dudes. Wait, where'd they go? Look at, they're skiing. They're just skiing on this thing. That is a trip. That might be the Italian side one. Don't quote me on that one. That's not in operation right now. But look at this. So Mont Blanc, again, is just right behind this cloud right here as the sun is coming down. This is insane. You have this sharp peak right here in front of you on top of this deck right here. And again, that's the elevator way up there. And there's the tube once again. We already saw that. These dudes are literally mountaineering on the side right over here. I think there's like lookout points carved into the rock over here. And there we go. There we go, Lord. Thank you. Let's burn this. Let's burn this off. Look at this. It's starting to pop. There's literally, okay, let's see what's over here. So here is the, right over here. And then right over here, you have all these. So Mont Blanc, 4810. Yes, let's go. Is that it? Okay, that one is, hold on. So this one right here is Mont Blanc du Taku, Triangle du Taku. Okay, so it's right here. Oh, no, that's further down. And then Mount, the sharp little peak right here is Mount Madut. And then Mont Blanc is right behind it. That's it. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Lord. Such a blessing. The rounder peak is Mont Blanc. So sick. Let's go. I'm going back to the elevator. If these clouds push, which they are, this is a gift. I prayed, and the Lord said, be blessed. Yes, Lord. Let's bust this down. Okay, I think the last one is 4:30. I don't think there's a 4 o'clock. So let's see here. Let's go hit the baño. That's what it looks like right there. Take a look at that, folks. You definitely can feel it hoofing up the stairs, that's for sure. Especially if you're going fast and you're excited, adrenaline's pumping, and you're hitting that. I'll tell you what. All right, let's go up here and take a little look-see. But here you can just see the sheer cliff ripping all the way down. It's nutter butters. Look at this. They just built this thing in the side of the cliff. A lot of observatories, and oh, goodness gracious. That is nutter butter. Wowzers. The sheerness. There's the glass box right there. Closed right now, so get there if you're taking one of the last ones up. But it's kind of like your depth perception it gets a little bit nutter butters, man, as you're walking up here. Take the steps a little bit. It might be because I'm a little bit tired, but take the steps, because you know your adrenaline's rushing. Take the steps up a little bit slow, because like the depth perception, and I think think because I'm a little bit tired, you kind of get a little lightheaded. So do be careful about that one, because like you're looking down and then you kind of like, I think it might be your equilibrium as well. But yeah, see, like once you look down, then I look up and then my eyes are focusing. It's like interesting. It's kind of like you get a little bit like your depth perception is a little bit trippy because you're literally looking like thousands of feet straight down. And then you kind of come up to like this, and it's just a trip, man. It'd be a trip for it to be like full on sunny. Going downstairs is totally legit, but I do find myself like if I hoof too fast upstairs, then like it seems like I get a little bit lightheaded. But that might be because I am a little bit fatigued today because of so much skiing. But sweet nonetheless. Okay. We got bathrooms over here, and there's some shopping bags. Those might be people's souvenirs they're putting in the window. And then come around here. Here's the cafeteria right here. And yeah, you definitely feel the altitude up here, that's for sure. And it's not like you're out of breath. It's just, I think it's just, yeah, not being like up this high and staying in the down below in the valley. It's just when you're walking up the stairs, if you're going too quickly, it just kind of gets you lightheaded a little bit, at least me, for some oddball reason. But again, like I said, a little bit fatigued today. Felt a little sleepy as I left the house to come out here. Just take it slow, especially if you're elderly. But you feel fine. It's only like walking upstairs. Okay. And then everyone kind of chills in this area, and then the last call, and they definitely make sure, that no one's pitter-pattering around. And then we're going to go cruise down and hit the last gondola. And I realized what it was. It's kind of the swing of the gondola. You kind of feel like you're on a boat, so you almost feel like you're sea legs a little bit, especially if you've been on the chairlifts and it's a little bit windy. So the gondola swings a little bit, and if you're a little fatigued, sometimes you feel like you're kind of rocking back and forth a little bit. So just sit down, chill a little bit. I had the same feeling when I was in Alaska on the boat. And then you scan your ticket one more time for the return trip. Must see. And then jump in this one. Before we do jump in this one though, we will be jumping in that one. Eastern side of Chamonix Valley. So kind of hard to see, but this is a Les Ouches right here. Literally the ski area, Les Ouches. And then all the peaks this way. Absolutely incredible. Yes. Dude's literally just skiing down. He's like, see ya. That homie is literally going to ski down right there. Yes. So good. Yeah, he out there. Then we'll jump in this one. Call it a day. This thing cooks on the way down. You hit a couple bumps, you feel like you're in an airplane. It kind of rocks back and forth a little bit. This thing is cooking. There's the big yellow house next to the Airbnb, literally right there. All this nice little field, open fields right behind the Airbnb. You could do your free ticket, 12 minutes, 4D, immersive, and then they exit you in the gift shop here. Look around, have yourself some ice cream, some shirts, obviously probably some cheaper shirts somewhere else, some keychains, and then you can cruise through a little bit. This cat definitely was hoofing about. I think he was out in the cold too long. He was trying to warm up there. But some mugs and much to see. So again, immersive, then you kind of dump out this direction here. You go around there or come back here. There are some toilets right here. And it is now 4:52 p.m. right here. So you can dump out that direction. There goes everyone else. And that's it. So yeah, you definitely can feel a lot better down here than you do up there. But once again, same thing happened to me. That gondola kicks. And because I was a little fatigued, I feel a lot better, to be honest with you, straight up. Because I was a little fatigued with the swing of the gondola, when I was up there, I felt like I was still shaking back and forth a little bit, like you're on a boat type thing. Just same thing kind of happened with not so much on the airplane, but you just feel like you're on an airplane, right? You're kind of, going back and forth a little bit. All right, I'm going to take the long way back home because it's only 4:53 right now. I'm going to go home, pound at least one more espresso, and then get after it. So absolutely incredible. Paraglider way up there. Good night. Okay, that's the only thing on the agenda besides going to a Swiss mountain. So I definitely got my Mont Blanc unlimited pass usage out of this pass. That is for sure. Goodness gracious. Okay, so here they're advertising the train. Look at the train this summertime right here. 10-minute walk, less than that, around that way. And then I pointed it out, but there's a hotel right behind here that actually has a really good gym. And I pointed it out right as we went up there. That thing cooks up there though, man. And that was really, really fun. Okay, so we're gonna stroll down this street here. Do definitely, especially when you're traveling, bring zinc with you and vitamin C, and definitely pump your immune system. And again, that's the way I went right there. But pump your immune system, especially when traveling, because there's just, you know, people coughing, people get bugs, you know, so do be careful about that. Souvenirs right here. I do need to ask Grok where the good souvenirs are. I'm looking for a Christmas ornament. I'm looking for a puzzle and a tote bag, and I don't really want to pay a boat ton of money for it either. So we're taking the long way around. Oh yeah, look at that. Ho 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 ho. Might have to look at that Snickers La Mer de Glace Gelada. Look at that. We got 1 350, 2 73. I mean, should we get one for the way home? I mean, might as well, huh? Might as well. Okay, I'm doing a double scoop of 1 Nutella and 1 brownie, 550 euro. Look at that, look at that. Double scoop, 550, worth every penny. It's my birthday. We're gonna go to the gym. How cute is this little shop right next to that? So I'll let you know, I'll give you a full review about the ice cream here. And so, I mean, you're in town. So again, I'm going a little bit more on my birthday, but until I'm here, I gotta go find like a macaroon shop as well. I wanna get after a little macaroon shop. So let's go take a look at this. That's pretty darn cool, isn't it? That's pretty darn cool. Again, a lot of tourism, jog up and down this area here. Turkish restaurant right there. That's beautiful. Your boy needs a little bit more water though, that's for sure. I'm a little parched. All this activity, all this excitement. Okay, it can get dirty real quick, but let me just show you this one. Les Ouches, 1.75 euro for that big old chalet right there. We got a modern one right here in Chamonix, 1.9. 375 for this little, probably a 1-bedroom right here. Good price is 415 for a little, probably 1-bedroom. Look at this big old chalet in Les Ouches. Again, you can get a big old dog in Les Ouches. Look at how big that thing is. 725 to 1.1, sold. And then you can get real dirty with it, like a penthouse right here for 2.7, 1.295 right there for that one. Look at this big old chalet up here for 4.9 mil euro. So you can get pretty dirty. Look at this little thing right here for 200, and then 5.8. So I mean, you can get dirty, or you can get clean. 1.3 right here. Sign me up for that one. I mean, he's doing it. I'm seeing like there was this guy on the gondola, and he was with his like dad, who was like probably 85 years old, and they were ice picking and they were climbing. Dude is 85 and he's out there climbing on top of the thing. Oh, that's really cute. Hotel Richmond right over there. So there's great places here. I'm not sure if France, if it's legal to, you do every once in a while smell some interesting smells. I'll keep it kid friendly, but you know what I'm saying with legal smoking, if you know what I'm saying. So you smell that every once in a while. But let's see here. I think we need to go across the tracks, little area over here. And I think the old Airbnb was up here, the little piece of shop. But I think we're gonna, okay, I think we've already been up here. Yeah, okay. We haven't gone down there yet. So, you know what? Let's go explore down here a little bit. We haven't been down this street yet. That place is cute as a button. Oh my goodness. That's really cute. This is a cool little spot, man. This is a cool little vibe down here, for sure. You got a bunch of regular stores. You got Rip Cruel. You got Volcom. You got, what else we got around here? These high rises here. Postcards. Little Prince, Mont Blanc. Let's go check this out real quick. This is a pretty cool little vibe right here. Only $6.90 for these little things. That's pretty cool. I might come back or maybe buy one of these right now. And then you got bigger ones for $14.90. And then you just, I don't know how I would get that home. That's pretty big. I could probably get one of these home. $12.90, that's pretty cool. Let me take a look at these real quick. Some photos. I can't go inside with the ice cream, I don't think, but postcards as well. Oh, there's your tote bags. That brownie and Nutella hits. Highly recommended. Oh, Swarovski crystals. I used to have a ring from them. I went to the actual Austria Let's see here, more decorations, souvenirs, I should say. Sports shop. Okay, I think this is like the heart right here. This is like the busiest little section right through here. You got Ralph Polo. There you go. You got some more La Maison. That place back there, I think I'm gonna wander through here. I'll ask Grok. Oh, some Bosky or Busketeers. More. That ice cream shop, that hit though. So I think I'm gonna get up. See, some of these places right here are really sick Airbnbs, but again, a little bit loud. And then this is like the main drag right through here. I think I'm gonna get a tote bag for reusable shopping. So you got burgers, crepes. Oh, there's a market right there. Le Petit Casino de Chamonix. Stores right here. More postcards, beanies, ski shops. Places to eat right here. Cute little flowers, sandwiches. It's not quite dinner time yet, so I think this is just kind of like snacks or people are hanging out a little bit. You got a cinema over here. You got little places to have a little seat, plop a little squat over here at the how cool is this little, this is cute. I'm definitely glad I'm doing this right now, especially with some ice cream. Makes the whole ambiance really cool. So everyone's in their ski gear and you kind of just chill. Places to stay up here. I think the post office is right here. Places to eat. Yeah, so this is like walking only, no cars, people hanging out. I think you can wrap your way around that way. Or this way, I might do like just a quick little loop and then start heading back. But you kind of have to, especially since you're here right now. So like the city centers are always really nice, right? So it's like you got your post office. This reminds me of Europe. You got your restaurants here. You got the actual casino. I don't know if that's a casino or not. And then you spin around all the different things. And then kind of your city center. That's cute. That's cute. You know what's cuter is that ice cream right there. That's absolutely lovely. Nobody cares. Everyone's taking photos and videos. Oh, look at that big doggy. Oh my goodness. Look at this huge dog. Cutie. Look at these cutie little dogs. So here's the church that rings the bells. So this place is like, it's a little bit bigger than I anticipated, I guess. So that was the main street, like the main city center. And you got the dogs over here. And then this is kind of a little bit more mellow over here. Office of Tourism right there in the distance. And then you got this church right here. And we're gonna swing around and we're gonna scope it out a little bit. But people are having a little treat, a little snack and dinner, so I don't want to talk too loud. But how cool is this? And this is where we hear the church bells. And then there's the roundabout right there. Okay. Then you have another major street down this direction here. More restaurants and areas down there. And then here again is the outskirts up there, more restaurants. And then this is where we kind of ended where the Richard Bonson gym is, over that direction, Mon Cher. Maybe I'll go down that way another time. Inner sports rental location here. People having a little sippy sip right there, cruising around. And again, this is walking only, but this is like the major hub here. A couple shops over yonder here. And you got some Swiss Army knives. Let's see. Well, that's kind of cool with the little deer there. Those are 12. That's kind of cool too. Have a print in your house. So I think I'm going to grab one of those from maybe either here or, you know, they all seem to be kind of priced the same. You got to get one of those prints and then put it in a frame. Okay, here's like a Super U. Yeah. There's your grocery store, Super U, right here, right in the heart, right here. So you can get your organic produce, etc. right there. So if you don't want to go outside of town, you get that. That'll be right down the main street, and a lot of cute dogs. And then then the street ends right over here. So kind of nice to have a little hoof about. Got some connecting back alleys over there. And then the one-bedroom Airbnb is literally down the street. So is the pizza shop down by the bike shop right here. And then you're literally at the edge of town. So that's kind of the happening spot. And then you have all the buses, tourism this way. Pizza shop I'm going to go to tonight there. Way to get back home over that way. And then if you want to walk all the way back, you can walk all the way back that way. I don't think I need to go to the grocery store right now. That one seems, if you're walking, definitely go to that one. But that was hopping right now. So I'm going to head up here, maybe walk the long way back. It's not that bad. We need to walk off this ice cream anyway. get some cardio in. There's the hotel that I pointed out. 1-bedroom Airbnb, not too far away from here. The park where the paragliders land is literally right over that crest right there. So the Hypercenter is not very big. Definitely some souvenir shops. I wouldn't mind coming back, grabbing a print when I don't have ice cream in my hand and kind of look through it a little bit better. I need to hop over to the other side of the street, and locals whip through here though. So La Folie Douce Hotels. That place was only, I think, $200 a night and super beautiful. Might be a little loud with the people having the après-ski, but it seems pretty mellow right now. They got fire pits. And again, this is the shortcut. And then my 1-bedroom Airbnb was literally right there. So we're gonna take this sidewalk, walk back behind the church, and I'm putting in some kilometers today. Jump on this sidewalk. This place that looks like it should be like some old castle was actually on Airbnb, and one of those like really high like balconies. I'm pretty sure it's the same building, and it was absolutely stunning. It was about similar-ish price to my 2-bedroom Airbnb that I'm staying with Mana Homes, but the decor inside just was a little bit dated, so I decided to go with Mana Homes, their 2-bedroom, which I'm very glad I did. At least right now, not in all cases, but this time of year right now, absolutely no need to get a 4x4. Again, I mean, the law is the law with Chamonix, where March 31st, you do have to have winter tires or carry chains, just like I discussed, but it's so dry. I mean, it's great for driving. And this is my little roundabout right here, my sidewalk. Pay attention to buses and traffic. A lot of joggers though. I think, you know, tourists that love to jog too. If I didn't do so much snowboarding, I'd say a jog through the city would be pretty nice. This is my street, the major street, and then down to the police station area, kind of the start of the Hypercenter going that way. They're super convenient. I just walked all the way to the edge of town. Yeah, walking to Richard Boson, however you pronounce it. Walking to the gym probably take you 15 plus minutes maybe, if you're walking at a decent pace. I don't mind. I'm gonna go get back inside, pound another espresso, charge my phone, etc. If I feel like driving, shoot, cost you €2 and just go drive your car. Only problem about that though is that then you gotta like find temporary parking while they make your pizza. Not that big of a deal, but walking would be a little bit easier. Just put a hoodie on, walk down there tonight, you know, be a little warm up. If I had a bike with a bike lock, that'd be the ticket for sure. Like they just came back from the climbing gym. There's a bouldering gym at that sports facility. So that's what they were doing, unless they were actually like, you know, rock climbing. But that was a chalk bag hooked to her bag right there. That dude has skis strapped to the bottom of his feet. Glad I brought my really good, comfortable Adidas Ultra Boosts. Bring comfortable shoes. At first I was like, I don't want to bring them because I like to keep them clean. I don't want to be one of those tissy fits, but I got a great deal on them. Didn't pay full retail for Ultra Boosts. They're these guys right here, but they're so stinking comfortable. Bring comfortable walking shoes, especially if you are going to be hoofing it a lot. But again, for the ice caves, if you go off trail, then bring some good trekking boots with a little bit of traction. If you don't go off trail, any type of shoes will be perfectly fine for the ice caves and the steps. And by the way, the steps up were not bad at all. Definitely not bad at all. I got more lightheaded walking up the steps at Aiguille Midi than the steps at the ice caves. Obviously elevation, gondola, like we already talked about. So obviously do wish Aiguille Midi was completely sunny, but definitely got my money out of the Mont Blanc Unlimited Pass. With those activities, if you're gonna do those activities, I think it's definitely worth it. That's saving the money on the tunnel, saving the money doing those things, the Richard Boson gym. So if you utilize it like I did, worth it. Plus it puts a little bit more pressure on you to get those days of snowboarding and activities in, instead of like, maybe should I? Let me take a day off. So instead, you're running it. The American dude I just talked to on the gondola, I was like, he said the same thing. He's like, man, you just run it and you rest when you get home. And I was like, yeah, right on, brother. That's exactly what you got to do. Again, I'm running it, but tomorrow is definitely going to be a lion. We're going to have a nice little lion morning for sure, sleep in. Absolutely stunner of an evening today. So 2 shots of espresso. That's just the way we do it. You know, that's probably maybe why I didn't get as good of sleep as I probably should have last night, but it's all greasy beezy. Okay, what time we got? 6:36 by the time we get in there. 40-minute pump, driving because I want more time getting a pump, and it's my birthday, so I want to get a pump. What's this guy doing? Is this guy coming at me?
Is he going this way? Where's he going? I think looks like he's reversing. Where are you going there, brother? I'm not really sure what's going on over here, but he's reversing. So we're utilizing this pass. We're getting every single dollar out of this thing. That is for sure. Oh, he's doing a U-turn. So we're gonna go get one more pump in, then we're gonna go get pizza. We'll probably walk from the parking lot to go get pizza. I'm not exactly sure. We'll figure that out in a splitsy instead of like trying to find parking. And it's nice enough to wear shorts tonight, but it's kind of an outdoor pizza joint. They should probably be able to cook it pretty quickly. But also, okay, that's my downstairs, one of my downstairs neighbors. He went for a nice little jog. He's been gone for a while. I think I need to charge my phone up a little too, because I took a picture of the pizza I want. I'm just gonna show the dude and be like, yo, hook me up. So let's get after this gym. Let's get another dirty pump in tonight. While everyone else is walking to dinner. See, this guy's walking back from the gym. That should be me, but we walked back after my double scoop. Whew, that sunset is bomb right now. I like that sunset. It's a stunner right now. Goodness gracious. Again, plenty of parking spots around here. There's your entry right there once again. We know where we're going. Little Shred Betty behind me. Kind of start feeling like a local. Be like, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. So again, last night, the gym was pretty busy and then it started thinning out like halfway through my session. And you don't waste time. You're like, Chris, 40 minutes isn't that long to work out. Superset. Chest, shoulders, abs, 4-4. So that means 4 supersets, 4 sets each. So each set, shoulders, chest, abs, 4 sets, you know, 1, whatever you choose to do. So it's 4 different exercises, but 4 sets. What is that? 12 sets total? Anyway, I think you guys understand what I'm saying. And we're gonna try to get in and out of here with free parking. Let's see if we can do it. Comment below. Are we gonna be able to get through with free parking? Yes or no? Or am I gonna vlog a couple extra minutes? See, like, look at behind me right here. Those people are at the bus stop. It's 6:40 p.m. Well, they might have gone to dinner or had some appetizers, but they're literally still in their ski gear. Well, okay, here's the pizza joint. It's literally right next to, and there's nobody there. Hopefully they stay open because that place got really good reviews and it's right down the street from the gym. So I think I'm gonna be able to find some sort of parking, maybe close by on a side street, maybe exit the gym and try to find something like, you know, close and then head over there. Anywho, alrighty, parking lot's right here. Yeah, we're gonna get a nice little filthy pump in, that's for sure. There is cardio equipment upstairs right there. I don't know how you get there, but there is also cardio equipment at the gym as well. So weight room right here in the corner. Doesn't look as busy as it was last night. Still people in there, but it thins out again. Don't waste time. Just get your pump, get in, get out. Look at that ambient light right there, cresting over the mountains. Absolutely stunner. So, good news, I grabbed my pump. Bad news is, even though my pass was valid, this was a different lady on the way in, and she gave me a wristband, same as the lady last time. Unless they changed their policy, I wasn't gonna argue with her. She was pretty adamant about it. She said sauna and pool only with a Mont Blanc unlimited pass. So do keep that in mind. The site says I get 1 activity, including ice skating and all that. But she said, this was a different lady, kind of a stickler of a French woman, but she said sauna and pool only. And I said, but yesterday I went to the gym and she knew I was gonna cruise it. She's like, are you going? I was like, yes. And so she's like $970. So I paid $970, almost got my full workout in, minus 2 sets. But with all that hoofing around I did, walking, stair stepping, climbing, we're good. We're good on the workout. Unfortunately, so you might get in, you might not with your Mont Blanc unlimited pass. So giving you a little heads up on that one, unfortunately. And they were right on the dot, like 7:30 on the dot closed, where last night I was able to get till like 7:34, 7:35 ballpark. If you're up on the cardio machines, it takes them longer to kind of get up that direction. So you could probably sneak a little bit longer. Let me make sure I got all my goodies. Yeah, I got all my goodies. Definitely don't leave anything in there. People are super respectful. You can leave water bottles, cell phones around. Everyone's doing it. People aren't gonna, steal your phone. This is the French Alps. This is not some shady place. So good news is I'll probably get free parking, so I'll save a few bucks there, I guess, but definitely worthwhile if you really need your pump. Pay the $9.70 for the gym and then use the sauna as well. I think it's all included. I don't know. If you know where you're going, I think you're completely fine, to be honest with you. And she gave me a card this time where the woman didn't give me a card last time. So I think the card means that you go through the turnstile. So the woman last night probably gave me the gym for free. So respect to you. But I had to pay this last time. So anyway, if you do pay for the gym, they'll give you this little recyclable card that you can get through the turnstile. But last night I just kind of went around the turnstile. She probably didn't care, but anyway. So it's kind of hit or miss for your pumps, but just letting you know with the Mont Blanc Unlimited. That's it. I'll probably definitely get over here at least one more time, if not 2 times, just for some good finishing pumps, especially the days I don't snowboard. I'll definitely get over here, probably do sauna, gym, because I think I'm gonna try to do 2 more days in the next 4 days for snowboarding. If not, at least one on the Swiss side, just to check off the Swiss side. So anyway, I'm gonna pound some water. I'm gonna head over to the pizza shop, grab some parking, go order me some pizza. I do need to go redeem my ticket though, so let's go see if I got it for free. And that will discount the gym. Let's go. I know what that meant. Grazie. I think it was free. It didn't flash anything. I think it said French, free. So it's doing something or other. Pulled my ticket. Merci di visitor. Yes, free. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Free 99. Alrighty, so gym session just went down to €8. Free parking. So again, if you can knock it out under 1 hour, your session becomes $8 if you don't walk down. So I feel good about that one. It is what it is. If she was a stickler, she's a stickler. But again, the other woman didn't give me the pass to get down to the gym. So I guess maybe they changed some things, but the website said that I get 1 activity per day, but a couple things are tossed up. So maybe they changed their policy and they don't update the website. I don't know. I'm not gonna be a big stickler about it. Good pump, €8, call it a day. Let's try to find some parking around here, order this pizza. Hopefully this place is still open. I don't want to default to, oh goodness. If it's not open, I don't know if I have anything. Let's see, can't park there. Ooh, did I find a spot? Oh, okay, I gotta parallel park this piece. Hopefully they're still open. I think they're open till 9. Kinda looks like it's open. I think it's open. Okay, show you the menu here. And it's probably easier just to go online and check out the menu, but I'll tell you exactly which one I got. It was €14. Let's see here. You got empanadas as well and salads. They do have a Hawaiian one as well, because calzone. I thought he said something about chicken. I just showed him the picture of the one I saw online for the reviews. They got margarita, Toscana. They got some drinks, some little like treats and muffins. And again, I think it's open till, there's the website right there. But if you just look on Google reviews, Lauretta. This again is all kind of, during the daytime. You can sit out here if you want to or take it to go. I think they give you a box. So I will give you the full review. The bike shop is literally right here. And so let me find out which one I got here. So someone else on Google reviewed this one and it's chicken and looks like pesto. So I just showed him this picture. The crust looks really nice. It's wood fire. We'll get a shot of that in just a second here. But again, I just showed him the picture and he's like, bada bing, bada boom. And I was like, well, let's do it. So €14. They'll put it in a box and we'll rip it on home. I was filming. I didn't even know there's a ramen place literally right here next to it as well, next to the bike shop. I think they do like noodles very fast, man. I was only like sitting out there for probably 5 minutes. We'll go home while it's piping hot. Don't want to vlog too much. We'll put the oven on keep warm and have at it. Kind of a quiet night right through here. It is, what is it, almost 8 o'clock. I'm not sure what main walking areas restaurants look like. I'm, obviously like off the beaten path a little bit. But yeah, no, that Japanese restaurant was popping pretty good. The main hub doesn't look like this guy's bringing food to go right here as well. Again, the Super U Market is right there if you need anything. But I think I'm good on, gotta watch these kids. Alrighty. Yeah, some of the restaurants are popping. Little wine shop right there. Alright, I'm looking forward to tucking this pizza in, that is for sure. We still have some Nutella and some French brioche, so I could have that for dessert, as well as another chocolate bar. Plus I already have my ice cream, so I'm not trying to go overboard. Don't want to hit the immune system in a bad manner. Again, like I mentioned, when you're traveling, before you jump on a plane, pop some zinc and vitamin C like twice a day. I boosted my immune system. I actually felt like my body was potentially fighting something off before I left, and I was like, come on. Zinc and vitamin C absolutely killed it. And then today I felt a little bit run down, just a little bit. So I'm hitting some more zinc and vitamin C as well, just because it's been so much activity. Sometimes it's an adrenaline dump as well. So pumped on my pizza. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for a beautiful birthday. And I'm looking forward to celebrating my future birthdays with my beautiful family. God willing, family, nothing's guaranteed in this world, but if you pray and believe that you've received, it shall be yours when your will is aligned with the Lord's. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Some of these restaurants, man, they're nice. They are nice. My people are kind of tucked away there a little bit. All right. Let's head up my old quiet little street here and go tuck into this pie. Go tuck into this pie. Oh, by the way, if you're trying to communicate with your family, just WhatsApp call them, video call. It's free. That way you don't have to like call for 25 cents a minute. And then just text your friends and so on and so forth. So back home, it's like super early. And so I'll eat my pie, watch a little bit, and then I'll catch up on some birthday phone calls. We'll get a nice lie-in today. I'm praying for like nine solid hours. Out like a light. So we got pesto chicken. Looks like maybe onion on there as well. That thing looks like it slaps. Crust is not deep dish, but it's nice and thicker. So we're looking absolutely fantastic. I will give you a full review. Again, I'm going to watch House of David, Amazon Prime, about King David. We're just going to chill a little bit. Let's see, season 1, episode 4. Oh, you know what? I'm just now starting it. Yeah. So I've done 3 episodes. This is the 4th episode. That's a good slice of pie. It tastes fresh. Olive oil in there, red marinara sauce. That seriously is flavorful. The crust tastes delicious. I'm only 1 bite in, but I'm going like a 9.7 on that. That is a good slice of pie. It just tastes fresh. Whew, your boy. The hair's not looking good, but that was deluxe. The marinara, the crust, everything was fresh. Now, the only problem is I wasn't even that hungry. Because it's not thick, I definitely didn't fill up eating the whole entire thing. You could get to the point, you could eat that whole thing and feel good. But again, on a cheat day, you need some little bit more calories. I honestly could probably take down at least another half of a pizza. That's a little bit excess. So I do have some more French brioche bread. We'll finish up the Nutella. I'm having a lot of Nutella today. Maybe a peanut butter and jelly sandwich as well. A little bit of chocolate, and we'll call it a night. Your boy needs a shower and bed. I'm a little tired. The 2 espressos before the gym definitely perked me back up. But when I came back after the ice caves and then went back up to Aiguille de Midi, it was like, man, yeah. So anyway, I'm feeling it right now. It's been a great birthday, but I am ready to just relax for the next couple hours. Hot shower, jump into bed. Absolutely great lighting in here, by the way. But that sunscreen just kind of makes you look a little whiter than you should. That zinc. Anyway, great lighting in this place.